Good morning. I'm meteorologist Cheetah Craft, and the tropics are active, the Atlantic Basin, as expected. But now we have three areas that we are monitoring and some new updates to talk about. First, I'm going to show you the tropical wave that's expected to move from the Caribbean over the Yucatan towards the Bay of Campeche, or the southernmost portion there of the Gulf of Mexico. Thanks to a blocking area of high pressure across the state of Texas, going to keep that moisture south. So all that moisture from this tropical wave or that disturbance will be moving into Mexico. The latest update from the National Hurricane Center now has this area in red with a 90% chance of development over the next 2 days. Beryl is the next name on the list. Remember, we already had Alberto. So if Beryl develops, of course, we will let you know. This is expected to move in a westerly direction and towards the Caribbean through the upcoming weekend. We now have a wave even behind that that has a 30% chance of developing over the next 7 days. So again, tropics are active. Monitoring a big area of Saharan dust. Now, sometimes Saharan dust can limit storm formation, but at this point, it may ride just to the north, but it may impact us here locally. I'll show you that in a second. Let's talk more about the potential of Tropical Storm Beryl. Notice how this gets a little bit more organized as we head through the weekend and into early next week. This is the July 1st. On Monday, it's expected to move through the Caribbean, and then at that point, we'll have to watch these models and see any changes there. Once it has some land interaction, that can often change or maybe slow down model predictions there. So through the weekend, we will be watching this for you and into about the mid portion of next week. But it's that time of the year. Make sure you're getting a check of the tropics and staying on top of those forecasts, and we'll let you know if anything changes. Here locally across southeast Texas and potentially maybe even through central Texas through the weekend and early next week, hazy skies. The reason? Saharan dust. Remember, it travels across the Atlantic, through the Caribbean and into the Gulf. Sometimes, if it makes it down to the surface, can impact our air quality. However, most of the time it stays just aloft, so you'll see it during your sunset, but it shouldn't act like an irritant. Over the next 7 days, rain chances remain low. Again, those hazy skies thanks to the Saharan dust.